Who are you when you are not the one in your way? And then I think about myself in that state. I'm a pretty boss, look almost your brain waste. I'm a freak in the sheets, but I got class. I'ma grab an ass if you want it. Best you ever had, give it to you back. Oh, yeah. I'm the girl that they don't talk about. Quiet with a big mouth. Listen for the doubt, then call it. Make you out for what you say to me. Look at every single need. If you got what I need, then oh, I'll take you on like a big deal. Legs you can unseal. Heat ignition. Just keep me full like I had a meal. Once in a while, feel all that I know you like it. Can't fight it. I'ma let you ride the wave. I'm New York and you're LA. Come together, feel the shock waves.
Hello and welcome to another season of Race Spec Esports. My name is Matt. I'm bringing you the driver placement show for the Americas region. So good evening to our American friends and viewers tonight, and good morning from Australia. So joining me for the placement show, we have our whole team of America's admins. So we have our America's League Director, InsaneSparty, then we have Subflime, Sharky, and Black Bowler. How are you, fellas?
Good, fantastic. Thanks for having us back. Thrilled to kick it off another season here in the Americas, building on what we've been able to achieve the past couple seasons. So, ready to get going.
Yeah, it's been really good last couple of seasons. So maintain the 2 tiers on Tuesdays is really good. And yeah, you've got a good team of helpers there, InsaneSparty. So yeah, it's going great guns at the moment, so it's really good to see. Hopefully, we can have another strong season on the Americas side, and yeah, maybe season 10, see what we can do for more leagues as well.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah. All right. Well, is there anything you guys want to talk about before we kick off?
I think just to touch on, we had so previous seasons we had a little F2 season back in season 8. In season 9, we had a mini F2 season along with endurance for the very first time in the Americas. We're a little bit jealous of you guys over in the Pacific that usually have the numbers to run endurance. We were able to put together a little mini one, and I honestly thoroughly enjoyed it, even though all the leaders are way up front. It was something nice to be able to experience different, and hoping that we can build a little bit upon that moving forward as well.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I thought it worked really well. As kind of like a mini series to get familiar with the game, because the game is quite different from previous version. And yeah, I thought it went really well on both sides. So happy you guys could get a taste of endurance, and hopefully more people sign up for that. We'll see what we do for that for the next season. We might look at doing something similar. So yeah, I agree. It went really well. All right. Anything from anyone else from the admin side?
No, just excited to get this season going. A good amount of signups happening, and some competitive tiers and some exciting announcements coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. Well, let's kick on then. So, first off, I'll just flick it over to. Wait, have I got the right thing? Oh no, I've pressed the wrong button. Sorry, we're getting the intro again. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna take a quick look at our calendar here. Hopefully that's coming up on stream shortly. There will be a little bit of delay.
Yeah.
There always is. So you just have to bear with me. So yeah, should be up now for you guys. So
Yes.
another 15 rounds, as is I guess become the standard at Race Spec now. I think it's probably the sweet spot for number of races per season. Yeah, any longer and kind of numbers start to dwindle too much, and any shorter it's kind of not really long enough. So 15 again, and 4 sprint rounds, rounds 4, 8, 12, and 15, which is the same as what we've been doing the last couple of seasons. So yeah, kicking off this season in well, next week. So we're only a week away from round 1. And we're kicking off at the Red Bull Ring in Austria. So yeah, a really quick track, really close racing, because it's such a short lap time and times are really close. So it's a good way to kick off, I think. And then yeah, pretty standard calendar. We've got some of the more popular tracks in there. We follow the real life F1 calendar as well for tracks like Netherlands, Belgium, Singapore, Japan, Qatar, I think, Mexico, Brazil, Vegas, and Abu Dhabi. Those are all the rounds that align with the real life F1, and we've got some other tracks thrown in there around those. So yeah, should be a good one. You guys like the calendar?
Yeah, there's a couple in there. Vegas will definitely be interesting based on mixed reviews. It's exciting to have another race in F1 in the U.S. The track is interesting, I guess we'll say politely.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got a couple. We got a couple good ones. We got Canada back. I personally like Qatar. I think it's got a real good flow to it. And then Great Britain is one of my favorites, only because I'm actually adequate at it. So ending the schedule there, it's especially with a sprint. We were fortunate enough to have the our championship come down in season 7 to the final race that included a sprint as well. So it just made it for exciting racing. Banter back and forth. It just makes a real good finish to the season, as long as the championship fight is tight going into that last race.
Yeah, absolutely. It's awesome when it comes down to the final round, and with more points on offer in the final round with the sprint, it's yeah, it allows for it to come down to that final race sometimes as well. So yeah, really good. Looking forward to it. Any particular round stand out for you guys? Sub, Sharky, Black Baller?
I just love some of the classic tracks that are back in there compared to last season. You have Japan, Spain, Hungary, like the fun tracks that are really Silverstone. Always just a lot of fun racing on it. Brazil.
Yeah, absolutely.
Battles happening there. I remember last season, I don't think me and Tay were within a second of each other the entire 50% race.
Wow, awesome. Yeah, I find those tracks, like the high downforce ones, are so much more enjoyable to drive on the new game, because you actually have what feels like downforce anyway. So, yeah, hopefully that makes good racing as well. It doesn't seem like it's too difficult to follow either. So, yeah, should be good. I think it's cracking calendar. So, yeah, Vegas is probably the iffy track, even though it's new. Oh, yeah, it's a bit, as Sparty said, doesn't seem very popular, even though it's new. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I think the calendar overall is pretty good.
Wonderful.
So okay, do you guys want to check out our first driver lineups? I might be too loud as well. I'm hitting the red sometimes. Let me know on stream if I'm too loud compared to everyone else. I can turn myself down. So and
You know, I hate being the dumb guy that
yeah.
is slow with the technology, but it's kind of a role I'm familiar with. I don't see the calendar. Is there a display that's supposed to be within my
We're
view here?
following along on the stream. Um, so it would be on the Twitch, on the Twitch stream. Yeah,
On
I
the
don't think there's a
Twitch.
way. Hang on. Yeah, no, I can do both. I can do both. Hang on. Um, okay, yeah, should be up now. I'm streaming on Discord as well. So yeah, it's you can follow along in the event, or you can follow along on Twitch.
Outstanding.
Awesome. There
Thank
you
you.
go. No problem. Alrighty, so let's go to our first driver lineup, fellas. And I'll flick it over to this one. Alright, so it should come up for Twitch guys following along pretty soon.
Yep, Twitch is there.
Alright, so this one is for the America's Open Series, as always, 6 p.m. Pacific time and 9 p.m. Eastern time on Sundays. Just the one tier for Season 9 on Sundays. Yeah, I'll let you run through it.
All right. So I do always love that you put Pacific time first instead of Eastern time, like us America guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry about that.
9 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, just like always Sundays. So we didn't have enough to run an individual elite and an individual open, so they have combined yet again into one. So assists are available for everybody that uses them. If you want to challenge yourself, heal back on those assists later in the season. So in the Alfa Romeo, we've got Surf and Vitamin D, Little Mick. In the Alpha Tauri, we have myself, InsaneSparty, pairing up with Style, the first time ever. The Alpines, they're going to be a force to reckon with here. We got Blockman and Rebel pairing up, I believe, in both Tuesday and Sunday last season, so they're back again at it this season for Sundays. Aston Martin, we got Sharky and 50 Cent. The Ferrari typically is, as always, Phil and Tay paired back together on Sunday here. Haas, Motion God, and Rich. Back in the McLaren, we have Coral and BJ Kowski, which I always say your name wrong, so I apologize. In the Mercedes, we have Bala and JBH. Red Bull, Johnny, and the Great Yogurt, or Yogurt, depending on your pronunciation. And then in the Williams, rounding it out, we got Sublime and Viridis. So again, as I mentioned, we didn't have enough for the 2 tiers, and so some of the guys that wanted full time ended up as reserves, but it worked out, because if you wanted to race on Sundays and Tuesdays, we were able to split our tiers. So we got 2 tiers on Tuesday, so everyone basically gets a shot at racing at least in one of the days. But yeah, these pairings, I think we got some good pairings here. A couple requests that were able to be granted, and a couple new matchups. Seeing if we can produce some good battles here this season on Sunday.
Yeah, it looks very good. You're right. I think the Alpine team is, yeah, really really strong. Those two guys are really quick, so bit OP there. But yeah, we'll see if any other teams can give him a hard time this season.
Yeah, I think if they end up, going back to back, or because I believe they swept last season, so if they win this season, boys, you're gonna beat someone else.
Yeah, yeah, fair enough. All right, well, let's see if we can maybe have a chat to some of the blokes on the grid. If you guys want to chat, so we do have Rebel and Blockman, the Alpine guys, in the audience. If you guys want to chat, let us know.
Yeah, put your hand up. I think that's how that works, right?
You can put your hand up, or you can. I think there's a chat now in this event
Oh yeah,
thing.
there's a
So
chat over on the side. Yep.
yeah, which is cool. I think that's a. Yeah, there we go. Invite to speak. Okay, there you go. So we got.
Let's see, where'd he go? Style. How you feeling about your teammate here, Style?
Did you join? Hang on.
He's down there. I mean, us guys on the American side, usually we don't talk into our microphones during the races, so.
For me, I have less music.
Alright, we'll just stand by while we got Styled. Hang on, invite. I've invited Styled, so hopefully that works. We did have some troubles with this last time, I remember, getting people on stage to speak. So, alright, so I've invited Styled Harmony to speak if you can find however that works and accept. I think you have to accept or something. Let's see if we can get anyone else in here before that. So,
I'm gonna invite Rebel here.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What about Blockman? Does Blockman have a mic?
Anybody? Anybody?
Does anyone want to chat? Okay, yep. Only stage moderators can see. Rebel requested to speak. Did he join? I hate it when this doesn't work.
This is good. So then when you do yours in a few hours, everything will work well. I'll iron out the kinks here for you.
Yeah, well, hopefully. Maybe is it limited to 6 speakers? Is that a thing? Are we at capacity? I'm not sure how that works. I might have to do a quick Google. Alright.
So I think sub bounced. So let's see.
So I've invited Rebel to join. Is it working, mate? Are you getting an invitation to speak? Just type in the chat so we know what's going on. Otherwise, we're just doing the same thing over and over. No, it's not happening. Okay. So yeah, request. I think because it's my event, I have to do it. Maybe I think just yeah. So I'm on it. I just need to be able to click the buttons when they come up. Can't even see the screen. Okay. Doesn't work. So when I send the green hand, so I'll send it to both of you. So I'll send it to Styled and Rebel. Okay. So what happens if I invite Sub back? Can he join now?
Hello. I understand technology.
Good job. A+
So,
for you.
okay, I think it's a skill issue on some people's end, to be honest, because Sub was able to join straight back.
You're
Um,
slow on the racetrack. You can join the stage. That's
yeah.
how this goes now.
Is there anyone else in audience? Is there the Harmless? Is he on the grid?
Let's see. Not
Not
for Sunday, no. Surf, you're in there. You want to do some talking?
Yeah, Surf's in the. There we go. Alright,
Alright.
so he's put his hand up. Now I'm just
Let's
going to
say
work
I
out
see
how
it.
to
Thank
do
you.
that. I've got requests. Speak. Invite speak. What the heck? This thing's horrible. Subs now speaker. Where's he gone? Is he in here? No. So.
No.
This is a Discord fail, I think. So Surf, I've invited you to speak. So I didn't get a request. Request to speak.
Rebel did make a good point. It might be a Discord role permission thing.
Hang on, that's a good point. Let me see. That would make a lot of sense to be honest. Edit permissions. Okay. Manage create. Yes it is. Request to speak. Mention. Okay, well, maybe skill issues on my end. Alright, we'll try again. Alright, invited Surf again. See if you can join Surf. Sorry to everyone watching. We're always ironing out the bugs here. Actually, I don't. Now that I think about it. Edit channel. Permissions. There's not like a speak. There's a connect one. Request to speak. Alright, I'm gonna add another. Everyone should have this role. That one. Okay, view. Any luck, Surf? I don't think there's a Oh, he's in. He's in for a second.
He's in?
I think. Oh, someone joined anyway. There was 8
Hold
of
on.
them.
Let's try this.
Oh,
Let's
sure.
try
You guys hear me?
Yeah, it said he joined as a speaker.
Oh, here he is. Here he is. He's in.
Can
Surf,
you hear me?
yeah, we can hear you. Awesome. All right. So,
All right.
apologies for the technical difficulties.
No worries. I could see the accept button, but I couldn't press it because there's like a drop down in the way, so I had to go full screen.
No problem, mate. Anyway, yeah. Sorry for the delay.
No
Alright.
worries.
Well, you're in. So, Alfa Romeo for this season in Open Series with Little Mick. How
Vitamin D.
how do you think you'll get on?
I think we're gonna go pretty well. Me and him were teammates in the preseason F2 series. Did a pretty good job there. I think we have good chemistry overall. Excited for some good racing, and yeah, I think we're on the pretty similar skill level, so it'll be fun. I'm excited.
Awesome. So you're happy with Alfa Romeo?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I like Alpha.
Excellent. Alright. Well, any questions from the admins to Surf?
No,
No.
no.
Oh,
I'm
we,
looking forward to. Yeah, I always like racing against those two guys. They'll be a force.
yeah. Is there any?
Yeah, hopefully we can challenge Alpine, but we'll see.
Surf
Some might have a
he
question.
must be pretty fast because I don't remember racing around him very often.
Either that or I was already DNF'd.
Field.
Yeah, Surf is pretty quick, and that was when he wasn't even using setup. So hopefully he's using setups now. He'll be even
Yeah,
faster.
no, I got that covered. Yeah. Yeah, and I actually have traction on this game, so hopefully the consistency will level out a bit.
Excellent. Awesome.
Well,
What track are you looking forward to the most, Surf? Do you have a strong track?
I don't know if we're doing Imola, but that's probably one of my favorites. That
It's
and,
not on the calendar, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're gonna take it off
Crap.
if it was. So.
No, I'm definitely excited for Qatar. I think we raced it in endurance, and I think we'll be doing it tomorrow. That one's quickly becoming a favorite too. Pretty good flow track, like Sparty said. But yeah, that one, looking forward to.
Yeah, it's a great track. I think of the new tracks, I think that's definitely the kind of most popular one. Awesome, mate. Well, all the best. Thanks for jumping in.
Thank you.
After all the problems we had and having a chat.
No worries.
Do we have anyone else who might be able to? Is Rebel available?
Sounds like he was at Monster Trucks.
He's at Monster Trucks. Okay, well, maybe that wouldn't go well.
Maybe not.
What about Blockman?
All
Does
right,
he have a
boys,
mic or?
I don't know.
Don't know. Probably not. Okay, do we want to move on to the Tuesday
So
lineups?
before we move on, I'm going to make everyone do their championship picks that I'm going to keep track
of course,
So
of course.
last season, you were the only one to hit each constructor.
Was
Sunday,
I?
Tuesday, and F2.
Let's
yes.
go. All right, the pressure's on this season.
Yep. All right. Let's see who we got on my list here first. So Sharky, you got a mic over there?
Yeah.
All right. Give me your driver's champ pick for Sunday.
I'm gonna have to go Rebel.
All right. Constructors.
Alpine.
I think that one's going to be a mighty popular pick here. All right. Good job.
You aren't winning that bet.
Say that again.
Oh, really?
You're not winning much money off that bet.
Yeah, no, it's like a minus 10,000 odds.
As long as I make parlay, that's all I make. That's all
Hey,
I'm
there
happy.
you go. All right, sub, give them to me.
I think Blockman will win the driver championship, but I think because Rebel has decided to have another kid, we are going to have McLaren as the constructor championship, hoping that we construct some flow with that team.
And that's probably because you're not driving the McLaren this season. Is that correct?
Yeah, because I'm slow.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I'm glad we covered that. Excellent. All right, Flavius.
I guess I'm going to have to say Blackman for the drivers, and I'm going to go away from the boring pick of Alpine. I'm going to gamble. Give me Mercedes.
All right. You got Bala and JBH there. It's a good pair as well. Let's see, hold on, looking back through my history. Did I pick Bala to win anything that I'm going to be disgruntled about? No, okay. I support that. Alright, who else we got in here? So, Bala.
Yeah, I think for the drivers, it'll be like a three-way fight with Blockman, Coral, and is it Viridis? Is that how he said his name?
Viridis, yep.
Viridis. But I think Blockman will probably pull it out. And then for the constructors, hopefully we can give them a run for their money, but I'm going to go with Alpine as well.
All right, of all my admins, who am I missing? Nobody? I got everybody? Got everybody. All right. Matt, you want to give yours?
Yeah, I think Blockman will go back to back. Pretty convincing last season. Won by nearly 70 points, or 69 points it was. I'm just looking at the standings. So, and I think Alpine. Oh, I'm not sure. Hopefully, Rebel gets a fair amount of races done. But yeah, I think Alpine will win the constructors as well. So yeah, that's my pick.
Yeah. All right, and I'm gonna echo that one. I think until they get knocked off, if they're the ones that you gotta beat. Now, if Rebel, can't get his 300 practice laps in, then maybe it'll be a different story.
Awesome.
All right. I think we're good to move on. Well, before you move on to Tuesday, so for Tuesday this season, last season, I guess we were able to have two tiers for the first time, which was very exciting. Something that I know Sharky and I had talked about back in like season 4, about wanting to be able to achieve that one day. So we did, and how we split it up. We split it up by assists. So basically, we had corner line and no other assists was one tier, and then the other tier allowed, similar to open, was allowed all the assists. And it was fair racing, but we did notice that there was basically kind of two areas in an area in the top of tier 1 and an area in the top of tier 2 that were very far away from the bottom area of tier 1 and the bottom area of tier 2. So this season we went back to just straight pace. So we split the tiers based on pace, not on assists this season. So it's whatever assists you signed up to use, you can use those. But that's kind of how we're going to approach this, and I think that it's going to be quite a dogfight across all the tiers. So I know Sub and I are very excited about that when we were talking about some of the lineups. So yeah, we can let's dive into it.
All right, so we're gonna have tier 2 come up first. Let me know when it pops up on the Twitch.
All right,
Hopefully
there
it doesn't
it
take
is.
too long. Cool. Oh, it's only a small delay. That's nice.
Yeah. All right. So America's tier 2. So all of each tier on Tuesday is still going to take place, obviously, on Tuesday. 9 p.m. is both of them. Last year we staggered them a little bit. It's going to be 9 p.m. for tier 1, 9 p.m. for tier 2 Eastern time. So in tier 2, in the Alfa Romeo, we've got Tay and ESK Accord. I believe they are buddies from another league, so we were able to pair them together. In the Alpha Tauri, we've got El Chris coming back after a season off, and Motion God joining him in that other seat. Alpine is Seb the Frog and Alligator, another pair of buddies that we were able to match up. One of the good things about this tier specifically is a lot of these guys know each other or have raced with each other before, or at least the vast majority have. In the Aston Martin, we've got Gaudo FLX and Gouds. I always constantly mispronounce their names during my races. Gouda and Buddha. In the Ferrari, we've got the Dearth brothers, Diesel and Saucy. So they are back yet again. Hopefully they don't do any spinning on the last laps coming to the checkered flag like we've seen in the past. Keep that car on the ground. In the Haas, Sharky and Country Don will pair up in those. Sharky back in the Haas again this season. In McLaren, a new pairing of Sub and Phil in the McLaren together this season. Mercedes, Sargent, and the Harmicist, another pair of buddies, coming back together in a different ride, I believe, than they had in Season 8. And then I do believe another pair of brothers here in the Red Bull, Henny and Trevor. And then rounding out in the Williams, it is Style and myself. So this completes the tier 2. I think it'll be looking at the paces that everybody was submitting. It's pretty tight as far as times. I think everybody was within maybe a second or so of each other on all their coda times. So yeah, it's going to be some good racing, I believe. Hopefully not chaotic like our tier 2 was last season. A lot of these guys know how to drive together based on 5-lap lobbies, endurance F2, and previous seasons. So hoping we're building upon that, limit the chaos, definitely respect amongst a lot of the drivers. But looking forward to myself being in tier 2, not in tier 1, because you'll see what that's going to look like soon.
Awesome. Looks good. With the reserves, I have a question. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are they the reserves for just tier 2, or is that for the both tiers? Okay.
Yeah. So how we've done how we did our reserves last season is if you're a reserve. Last season, because it was assist based, it kind of limited to which tier you could reserve in.
Yep.
I would prefer to have full grids because one, that's good for the broadcast that we have, and the other one is sorry, hold on.
Okay, so they're the reserves for both tiers. Yeah, that's cool. So we got FRL Geo, Mighty Wombat, Stubbly, Huddy Buddy, Berszkowski, sorry if I got that wrong, mate, Jay, and Liquido. So yeah, some reserves there. I think there was a couple guys, maybe one earlier, who said he forgot to sign up. So jump in on the Discord and sign up. We 7 reserves for 2 tiers. We're probably going to need some more. So any Americas drivers want to get involved on Tuesday, then yeah, definitely do that. There's still time before the season starts in about 9 days on Tuesday week. So still got some time to sign up as a reserve. You can sign up as a reserve at any time during the season and throughout as well. So if you can't right now, then yeah, you're still able to later on. Cool. All right. Is there any drivers in the audience in tier 2 want to have a chat? I see Henny. I don't know if you've got a mic, mate. If you do, I'm just going to invite you to speak so you can jump in. We've got the Harmisters as well. Yeah. How do I do this? It's really funny because when you request to speak, I have to invite you again, which is a bit weird.
Just making sure that you're really sure you want them to speak.
I think Chris Wick is L Chris as well. So
okay, yeah, great. We'll talk to all these guys if we can get them in. Alright, I've invited you guys should all have invitations. Where does the invite show up? So I'm always hosting these things. I never know where that goes. So maybe that's what they're having trouble with at the moment.
Surf, where did your invite show up when you got it?
It might be away.
It was like at the top of the screen, but I couldn't accept it because of the drop down. So I had to go full screen on Matt's presentation, and then he let me press it.
Top of the screen. Cool. Then we got Chris, the Harmicist. Cool. All right. Who do we want to chat to first? How about Chris? How you going, Chris? You got a mic?
Hey, Chris, you there?
Alright, we'll give him a second to work that out. We'll go to the Harmicist.
Mic check, 1, 2.
Yeah, beautiful.
Gotcha,
mate. Thank you.
Yo, what's up?
Not much. Well, you just got a seat at Mercedes. How's that? Are you happy with that?
Yeah, do you think it's an upgrade over some previous rides Sargent and I've had before? Maybe it can bring us some different luck. We've had maybe some might say the poor power units in Ferrari and Alfa Romeo in years before. So maybe Mercedes will bring us some different success.
Hopefully, we don't want to be waiting on that Mercedes at the end of the safety car line.
Okay. On that note, I'll leave.
All right. Well, we're glad to have you guys back together.
Awesome. So any particular round or track that you're looking forward to, Harnesses?
I mean, it does seem fitting. I mean, a Mercedes, I do enjoy Silverstone the most, so that all lines up, for the perfect storyline at the end of the year. Don't think I'll be competing for a driver's championship, but hopefully, I feel like my luck has been a little shitty in the past, so maybe can find myself in the mid pack competing for some points.
Yeah, that's it. It's all about consistency through the season. There's plenty of races, so you never know. You might be in the mix come Silverstone at the end. So there's always a chance. But yeah, all the best, mate, and good luck for the season. See if we can go to Chris.
Me now?
Yeah, we got ya. Awesome.
Hey guys, no, just looking forward to happy to be back here. I know I started my first ever league race was season 7, so I loved it, and looking forward to be back, and I see a lot of respectful drivers, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, amazing. Oh, that's so good to hear.
Is Wick your real last name?
Yeah. No, it's not.
Oh,
he's dangerous.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking like John Wick or something like that.
Yeah.
So you're
John Wick on the
L Chris, right?
Anybody. I'm Christian Rivera, but
Yeah, he's El Chris.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
Chris, yeah.
So you're in AlphaTauri with Motion God. Do you know him at all? Or?
I don't think so, but hopefully we can deliver as a team at least. I know there's a lot of good drivers, so at least as a team, let's see what we can do.
That's the spirit. Awesome. Any tracks or rounds you're targeting for a good result this season?
Well, I don't know if it's on the schedule, to be honest, but Baku is and Monaco are my favorites. Definitely.
Well, you'll have to talk to Sparty about why Baku doesn't get on the calendar.
I really love about Baku and Monaco, but I'm afraid of Vegas, but I haven't raced it there yet, but yeah.
We like the street tracks.
We'll throw the old Baku video montage up on the America's general chat, so you can take a look at why we don't do Baku.
Got it.
Yeah, glad you're back. And then Motion's a good, consistent driver. Always shows up. So, wish you guys luck this season.
Yeah. All the best.
Thank you.
All right, and we got Henny. How you going, Henny? Yeah, good, mate. In the Red Bull this season with Trevor, so you guys know each other.
Yeah, he's my brother.
Oh, well, yeah, pretty close then. Good, yeah, brothers at the Red Bull team. That's pretty cool. Do you guys? How does that work? Do you live together, or like how do you race?
So I'm in Maryland. He's in South Carolina right now.
Gotcha.
Probably we move in together probably week 3 this season. So
that's
it'll
cool.
be definitely an interesting dynamic going on this season.
Yeah, awesome. You have the TV set up next to each other, or the rigs. Do you guys play on controller, or you got wheels, or what?
Oh, we got wheels.
Oh wow!
I can't do the controller anymore. I don't think I can go back.
Yeah, that's the way.
No,
There's only one way. Yeah. Well, you have to set up the rigs next to each other. That'd be unreal. I want to see that.
Go down.
I want to see that photo once you get all that set up.
I don't know, maybe I'll have to get a webcam and start live streaming it.
Yeah.
Diesel and Salty have to provide that as well. They're twins.
Awesome.
Definitely
Now,
not twins.
you happy with the Red Bull? That was one of your top choices.
Yeah, it seems my negotiation tactics finally paid off, and finally get the Red Bull seat. It's been a long
Excellent.
struggle to get here.
Good stuff.
You know
Alright.
you deserve an opportunity.
Kenny, tell them why. Tell them why. Kenny, tell them.
Yeah, why? Tell us.
Well, my family's Dutch, so obviously everyone on my side of the family big Max Verstappen fans. So
Gotcha. That makes sense. Fantastic. All right. I'll ask the same question to everyone, I guess. Like, what's the round you're looking forward to the most in this season?
probably it would either have to be Xanavor or probably more so Suzuka. Definitely been running good on this tracks lately, so definitely can't wait to see how I fare out against everybody else there. Especially on this grid, it looks nice and tight for this year. So hopefully some good racing comes out.
Excellent.
As long as we make it past turn 1.
I mean, so long as I don't have a Sparty come flying
I'm
up
here.
behind me.
Kenny, I'm here.
Okay. Well,
watch out for that Sparty bomb.
Any more questions for Henny?
No. Talk to him enough during the week.
Okay.
Are you helping me tomorrow with my car?
Any more questions about the season for Henny? No, good to talk to you, mate.
Asking how I was going to help him with his McLaren this season.
Okay.
No, I plan to be a roadblock for him. Sorry, Sub.
Nice. It's nice of you.
Well, all the best, mate, in Red Bull with your bro. That's pretty cool. So yeah, good luck. And I think that's it in terms of drivers we're gonna chat to for this one, unless there's someone I've missed.
I don't see anyone.
We had Gords in here.
All right, boys,
ago,
let's
but-
do picks. Sharky, we got that sweet Haas.
Oh yeah, definitely. No. You know, I even though this is like an overpowered team and a bit of surprise to one of us, I'm gonna say that McLaren is gonna take the constructors, but Sergeant Bill will win the drivers' championship.
Ooh. I'd get aboard that train.
Spicy.
Yeah. Right. Nice.
Sergeant
Out of
has
the box.
improved tremendously through other games, so like I should expect him at least like 2 or 3, but also keep the championship in mind.
Nice. Right. Flavius. What you got, bud?
Well, you know, a lot of people are saying this reserve driver Flavius has a real chance at the drivers' championship, but I think I'm going to go with Professor Phil, and I think I like McLaren for the team.
All right. Solid choices. I think that'll have a popular swell behind it. Baller.
I think for the drivers, it's going to be between Sergeant Bill and Take Her Easy. And I'm actually going to go with Take Her Easy for the drivers. And then for constructors, I'm going to go with Mercedes.
Okay, nice. Sub.
I actually have Take Her Easy for drivers' championship. Last season, he came on extremely strong. I think his going between iRacing and ACC and F1 has really started to pay off with him, and he's showing really good pace on F1. So I'll take Tay for the driver championship, but I do think McLaren will end up taking the constructor championship.
Oh, that's 2 constructors for McLarens that you have voted for thus far. Just keeping notes.
I like that.
Yeah, yes, we know. All right, Matt, yourself.
Alright, I'm gonna go for take her easy for the drivers. And I'll go McLaren for constructors.
Alright, good choices. Alright, now the one that I don't know is Tay's teammate, DSK Accord. That's my wild card. I do think that the grid is definitely going to be, it's going to be close. It's going to be exciting. There's a lot of good pairs that we have here. I think that I'm going to follow the footsteps of Flavius here. As long as he shows up, I think I'm going to lean towards Phil here. And depending on how many drinks Sub gets in during his race, there's a certain level that achieves speed. So I think I'm going to head towards McLaren there for the championship for the constructors as well. Right. Well,
Awesome.
that's tier 2.
That's tier 2. Okay. And we're gonna move to tier 1.
Tier 1. Here
Good
we
to
go.
go.
Pins
Alright.
and needles.
Alright, so here's the tier 1 lineup for season 9 in America's series on Tuesday. Again, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. One day we will get that the right way around, us people in the Southern Hemisphere. On Tuesdays, so... Oh, wait. Have I flipped it yet? Hang on. It might have frozen.
Yes.
Oh, I've still gone tier
Still
2,
says
sorry.
Tier 2. Yep, that's right.
Okay. Should be good now. Okay, there it is.
There we go. All right. So tier 1, this one's going to be close as well. There's some lightning in this this grid here. So leading it off, Alfa Romeo. We got a newcomer, Smokey. He's paired up with Drag King. In the Alfa Romeo, in the Alfa Tauri, we've got Axis with a buddy here, Parker. So those two are pairing up. And then we have the Alpine boys, Blockman and Rebel. Again, they are a force. And like I said, you guys keep winning, we're going to end up giving you somebody, you know, not super fast as your next partner. Aston Martin, Coral, and 50 Cent. I think those two will pair good together. In the Ferrari, KD and Mr. Nas. Mr. Nas looking for a teammate that's actually reliable for once and doesn't get kicked out of the league. I think it's a safe bet, one of the admins being your teammate here. He might last through the season. In the Haas, newcomer, Nander, pairing up with Schmeg. In the McLaren, we got Vitamin D and Tom, Xbox boys, coming together in the McLaren, hopefully taking on some of the PC and PS guys. In the Mercedes, Bala and JVH paired up, I believe, just like Sunday, if I remember correctly. In the Red Bull, a newcomer, Brain Shake, along with Capone, who I believe ran a couple races with us in our mini season before season 9 kicked off. And then in the Williams, we got JM and just Nico rounding out the grid. And I cut out when we were discussing reserves the last time, but yeah, our reserves are for either tier 1 or tier 2, filling out the grid wherever available. I'm sure people will start filtering in the ones that hadn't signed up thus far and fill out those reserve spots so we can keep full grids going throughout the season. Our numbers were up pretty good last season towards the end, which is always fantastic. Because we've seen the other side of that coin, you know, 7 seasons ago, and how that goes. So keep on building. All right, looking at our lobby here, we got, I think, Schmegs. Oh, well, Blackman's in there as well. He's the only 2 audience guys if they wanted to give a talk.
Yeah, I've invited both of them to speak so they can join if they are able to. How about any of you guys on this grid, or you guys are all in to
Well, the Xbox portion of us runs slower than our brother councils. You got Baller. Baller's the fastest one of the ones that are online at the moment, so he's representing us in tier 1 here.
KD as well. I mean, he's not with
Oh,
us
yeah.
right now, but he's
KD.
there.
Cool.
Yeah, one of these days we'll buy a PlayStation or a PC so we can be fast. But yeah, if you're slow, you get your money's out of every lap, right? That you're paying for.
Yes, it's a good point. All right, yeah, Ferrari. Sorry, KD's in the chat on Twitch, and he seems happy with Ferrari, so that's good. Good sign. I hope you're having fun at work, KD. We miss you. All right, well, no interviews. It's a bit unusual for top tier. Maybe Schmeg can work it out. I don't know. I have invited him to chat. I don't think he knows how to do it. I think so. Schmeg, it's something at the top of the screen. I don't know if you're on PC or your mobile, but you've been invited to speak if you can work out how to join. There should be like if you click on the event channel, there should be some tools up the top right where you can
Oh,
there he is.
I got it.
You got it. Awesome.
I'm here.
Well, awesome. Glad you can make it. So you've joined Huss for season 9. What were you last season?
I think I was Alpha Tauri last season.
Yeah, nice. All right, were you racing for Gunter this season with Nanda? Do you know him?
No, I don't. I know a bunch of the guys in the grid though, just from being in this since 2018. But hopefully me and a teammate can make America proud over here.
Awesome. I'm just gonna say his name.
There you go.
You'll make America great.
I'm gonna try, dude. I'm gonna try. I mean, geez, the mess over here.
I think Nanda's a new driver. Is that right, Sparty?
Yes,
correct.
correct.
Excellent. Cool. Well,
From time he looks pretty fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nander's pretty quick. I know him from a few other leagues. He's pretty quick.
Okay,
And
there you
you
go.
Yeah, I'm looking at his times. They're pretty good. So yeah, it actually looks like a really competitive tier. How do you think you'll go, Schmeg? Like, what are you aiming for in terms of championship and results?
I mean, I'd like to be top 4 for sure. I know I've got pace this year compared to the last couple of years' games. The handling model did not suit my driving style at all, especially getting a wheel. I was new to that, which didn't help. This year's model is a lot better, I think, and it makes life a lot easier to drive. Makes it easier to push, in my opinion. Tires won't die off as fast as they would before. I feel pretty good. I'd like to get a win. I haven't had a win. I've had numerous podiums, but I haven't had a win. I've been close a couple times and choked it away. So hopefully we've learned from the past and we can get by that.
Awesome. Some lofty ambitions there. I like it. Gotta aim for the podiums. Very good, mate. Well,
I used to be quicker than KD back in the day. Not
yeah,
anymore,
I remember.
I think he's a little faster.
Yeah, you're one of the America's OGs, Race Spec OGs from way back. Like, were you season 1 or 2 or like pretty early on, right?
I think Plevs got to me when season 1 was happening. He found my name through a weekly event at like Great Britain in the Brawn in like F1 2017 or 2018 or something like that, and he asked me if I wanted to join, and I've been in ever since, man. It's pretty sweet. It's pretty fun.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't do
Season 2
that.
champion.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I don't go to those lengths anymore. I just make sure we keep the drivers we have now. So it's good.
That was so fun. I was so stoked you reached out to me though, because I was trying to figure out how to get into a league, and then you just messaged me on PlayStation. I was like, holy shit, this is awesome.
Yeah, when we were starting out, we went pretty hard. So it was good. I was actually going through some of the archives last night, and yeah, back in the early seasons, we actually had just as many leagues, if not more. And it's like season 3 and 4, I think there was quite a few more tiers. I think at one point we had over 30 tiers in one season. I think that was season 3 or 4.
Yeah, we had a lot that one year.
So yeah, it's it was pretty crazy back then. But I think it's a much more manageable size and a bit more of a tight knit community now. And yeah, I think it's still really good. But yeah, we always welcome more drivers, of course. So
Yeah, it's
all
fun
right.
knowing everybody.
Yeah. Awesome. Any track you looking forward to racing? Or tracks?
Definitely Austria. I mean, first race of the year. I love Austria. That track's always fun. I think Singapore's on the calendar, if I remember.
It is. Yep.
That is unpopular opinion, but that is my favorite track by far.
Yeah.
Singapore for sure.
Singapore's a good track. Yeah.
Suzuka should be fun this year, just because the car feels amazing on that track. I think it'll be really good racing.
Agreed.
And Silverstone, of course. I mean, that's always a classic, right?
Yeah. Very good. Yeah. I like the calendar. All those tracks you mentioned. I wonder about Singapore, if they'll update it. I don't know when that will happen, because they're cutting out some of the track, I believe. So we'll see what happens there. But it might be the last time we race in the kind of configuration we're used to. Anyway, so all right, mate. Well, thanks for joining us for a chat, and all the best for the season.
See you, boys. Good luck.
All right. We'll see
Cheers,
you. Well,
brother.
no, I won't see you. Other guys will see you.
Look, man.
All right. So, boys, what are we thinking for Tier 1 predictions?
And who we got? We got Baller. Let's see who's unmuted, but all the things keep moving all over the place. Baller, who you got?
Yeah, no, I'm actually really excited to see how this pans out. I think there might be some chaos at times, but looking on the list, literally every single driver could get a podium almost any race. So I think it's going to be close. There's a lot of really fast guys: Axis, Blockman, Coral, KD, Nander, Tom, Jay, and Nico. I think KD is going to take the driver's title, as long as he doesn't get as much bad luck that he got last season.
Yeah.
I think he'll take the driver's title. So I'm going to take KD for drivers. For the constructors, I think it's going to be close. I think it'll be between Alpine, Williams, and maybe Haas as a dark horse, but I'm actually going to go with Williams. I know Jay from a few other leagues, he's really quick, and Nico's really quick too. So as long as they show up, they might be Alpine. So I'm going to go with Williams for constructors.
All right, good choices. Fabulous.
Yeah, this is interesting. I think half the field, at least 8 drivers, are legitimate contenders before the first race for the championship. I think Nico is due. I'm going to go with Nico for the drivers' champion, and I'm going to go with Alpine for the constructors.
All right. Sharky.
I was going to take Tom, but he has a bit of an issue with going on trips, so I don't know his pace or anything like that. But I would probably have to say, sticking to Sunday, we're going to have to go with Blockman and Alpine for the constructors.
All right. Solid choices. Sub?
I think based on what I've seen from time trial times, KD for the drivers, his times are absurd. But I do think Mick is a vitamin D milk 2%, whatever you want to call him today.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Tom are a good combination together, and I think McLaren will take the drivers or the constructor championship just to keep the McLaren sweep alive on my predictions.
Yep, I was just gonna say that's 3 McLarens for you. So put some parlays down. All right, Matt.
Look, I think it's tough. I fully agree with Flavius that there's this is very gonna be really hotly contested, and there are kind of half the grid can get podiums, but I'm gonna back Blockman because he's just always so consistent and always has a pace. So I think he'd be my pick again to go back to back in Tier 1 for the drivers, and I'll also stick with Alpine for the constructors. So Blockman and Alpine for me.
All right. And I think I'm gonna echo exactly what you just said there. I see everybody on this is capable of getting a podium here, which is going to be absolutely incredible when it comes down to the end of this. Just incredibly fast group. Hopefully they play nice with each other. Just because you're fast doesn't mean you get to run over the guys that are next to you. So yeah, it's it'll be fun to see it develop during the season. Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good.
Awesome. All right. Predictions locked in. Let's see if I get 100% this season.
Yeah. There you go. Two things that I want to mention before we break here. So we will have put up preseason race we're going to have for the Americas tomorrow evening, and then on Tuesday as well for both of these grids that you see here. These full-time drivers get first shot at their seats. Reserves can pile in afterwards based on availability. We're going to race at Qatar, 35% race, just to kind of get everybody around each other, remember what it's like to race not in a 5-lap lobby, like some of us have been doing for the past couple weeks after the endurance in F2 had ended, and then hit the ground running a week from this Sunday in Austria. There's going to be a little wrinkle that I think we're going to try to do here as well. We're going to try 1, maybe 2 full quali sessions for a couple of these races here. We tried it last season. It was good, but we only had like 11 drivers, and I probably was the one that was eliminated in Q2. Just to see if that's got some legs moving forward here. So we're going to at least try it once. There will be a vote that we'll put out on the channels as we get going, but that should add some excitement to the races, the race weekend or the races as well.
Cool, that sounds good. Yeah, we haven't really experimented with full quali before, so yeah, keen to hear how it goes. But yeah, it is quite long though, like having a quali longer than the race. Is the only thing.
It is. You got to do it. I think you got to do it at the right track. You got to have enough people to make it worthwhile. But it did honestly get exciting as you were watching the time click down, just like watching it on TV. But yeah, you just got to know that you're in for an extra 30 minutes of race time. So
absolutely.
So yeah, that's the Americas. I want to thank you for putting this together again. I think it's great to get all this out there. Everybody can watch it either live or rewatch it to see these come out, and then on to season 9.
Yeah, very welcome, guys. No problem at all. And yeah, all the best for the season to you guys as drivers and admins, doing a fantastic job on running the Americas League. So, and all the best to the drivers. Thanks for signing up again. It's not too late to get involved. If you haven't signed up yet, you can still do it. I just dropped the Discord link in the Twitch stream chat as well. If there's anyone watching that's not part of the league and wants to get involved, jump in. Great bunch of guys and races as well. So yeah, that'll do it, I guess. Unless anyone has anything else they want to say before we close up.
Just make sure you put in your passes for overtake of the week.
Good point.
There
Yeah,
you go.
subs running his overtake of the week again. Love to see it. It's fantastic last season. So yeah, if you pulled off a worldie overtake, then yeah, submit it. And
Hey Sub, can we put in overtaken of the week? That's what I do.
Yeah,
Everyone
me
that's
too.
on
Me
stage,
too.
they're subject of it.
Me too. Maybe we can just have that a private competition between the admins this season.
There you go.
That sounds good.
Let's all make sure that we have thorough investigations, nothing too sketchy with the videos, please. We have grievance.
Cool.
Oh, and Sparty, you did me dirty on the lineups. I'm coming for you.
Bring it, buddy. I'll be in the back.
All right, some bit of trash talking there. All right, well, guys, we'll leave it for tonight. Thanks for watching along on Twitch and joining us in the audience on the Discord for a chat. Nice to speak to some of you. And yeah, again, all the best of the season. Look forward to another good one on F1 23. Hopefully the game's a bit more enjoyable. Crossplay seems pretty decent at the moment, so hopefully not too many issues there as well. But that'll do it for this stream. So thanks for watching, and yeah, reminder, we've got the Pacific driver lineups coming up in just under 8 hours. I'm sure most of America's guys will be punching out the Zeds by then, but yeah, we'll be back for that one. All right, good evening, and yeah, we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend, guys.
You guys.
Laters.